Welcome to This Explainer. Today, we're going to demystify coding bugs and uncover the problem-solving secrets behind, honestly, one of the most impressive technical achievements in modern history. If you've ever felt totally frustrated staring at a broken piece of software, or kind of felt like a coding error was a reflection of your own abilities, well, you are in exactly the right place. Today, it's all about the architect's persistence and mastering the true logic of code. Okay, let's just dive right into this mystery. How in the world did a shockingly tiny team build and maintain a tool that handled this mind-boggling scale? We are looking at the legendary success story of WhatsApp. Before it became the absolute household titan it is today, it was a masterclass in systematic problem-solving and pure, unadulterated persistence.
They operated with an incredibly small, fiercely dedicated team of just 57 engineers. I mean, really think about that number for a second. In the vast, highly complex landscape of global technology, a team of 57 people is essentially a rounding error at most major tech corporations. Yet, this small squad wasn't just building a simple app. They were managing a truly global messaging empire.
Through their relentless dedication to finding and fixing problems, this tiny team built a tool that successfully sent 42 billion messages in a single day. To put that into perspective, at the time, that volume actually surpassed the entire global SMS system combined. Crazy, right? And listen, they didn't achieve this by writing flawless code on the first try. They achieved this because they mastered debugging techniques that allow them to keep the system running no matter what went wrong.
Let's move into Section 1, Redefining the Bug, from Failure to Routine Challenge. You see, their true power, the real reason they could handle billions of messages, wasn't rooted in writing perfect code. That is a complete myth. Their secret was actually rooted in how they viewed their own mistakes. As the saying goes, even the best engineers in the world make them. It is absolutely vital for us to normalize the reality that coding errors are universal. They're going to happen to you, they're going to happen to me. Even the most elite engineers at WhatsApp, the ones pushing 42 billion messages across the globe, encountered mistakes regularly. It's completely normal, and understanding this fact is the foundational step to mastering the logic of code. We really need a critical mindset shift here. The old view tells us that bugs are personal failures, that you did something wrong, or that you just aren't a good enough programmer. But the WhatsApp approach strips away all of that frustration. It rebrands errors into routine challenges. It shifts these hurdles so they don't crush your motivation. Instead, they just set the stage for your next round of problem solving.
Which brings us right to Section 2, the detective mindset, investigating the code.
So once you accept bugs as routine challenges, you need the right framework to actually tackle them. You can't just stare at the screen hoping the code magically fixes itself. You need a systematic method. Debugging is simply being a detective for your own code. It's about shifting your role from a frustrated creator to an intrigued investigator. The WhatsApp team managed their master empire through these masterful techniques. When something broke, they didn't panic. They investigated. They looked at the evidence, followed the clues, traced the logic, and systematically tracked down the culprit.
And that rolls us nicely into Section 3, the logic of persistence, a systematic approach.
Now, this detective work naturally leads into the persistence required for software development. But here's the thing. Persistence isn't just banging your head against the wall doing the exact same broken thing over and over until you're exhausted. Here is your new blueprint. Step 1, you encounter a bug, and you face it as a routine challenge. Step 2, you investigate the code like a detective to find those technical clues. And Step 3, you apply a logical process to fix the code. Embracing this transforms what used to feel like an overwhelming chore into an engaging, highly structured investigation. It's this exact approach that lets developers push through the hardest, most complex challenges without burning out.
And really, this brings us to our ultimate lesson derived from our source material today. Mastering the logical process of fixing code is a fundamental step toward building impactful technology. The persistence to solve these daily mysteries is exactly what empowers developers. Just like those 57 brilliant engineers at WhatsApp, to build incredible tools that can genuinely change the world. You have to fix the small things to build the massive things. So I want to leave you with this one provocative question to chew on. What impactful technology will your next bug lead you to build? When you inevitably encounter a mistake in your own code today, tomorrow, or next week, I want you to remember those 57 engineers. Remember that elite developers make mistakes too. Embrace the challenge, put on your detective hat, and use the logic of code to build something extraordinary. Thank you so much for joining me in this explainer, and keep building.